Hi everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie. Thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are not, thanks for coming back and spending time with me. So today's video, or this week's video, is about the start of our year. I've spent a lot of time in the last few weeks prepping for September and making sure that I am good and ready to go. And so I want to share what I've done, and this is a 3-part video talking about all of the things that I'm going to do for our homeschool with my 3 children. So the first part is our basis, our foundation for our homeschool is a program called Gather Around Homeschool. I will link down below my review of that curriculum, but we're going to be doing the unit study of Africa, and so I thought I would share what I have done to prepare for that. Now you could probably see behind me is our kind of blackboard or our whiteboard or whatever you want to call it. But if you saw my homeschool room tour, my Pinterest schoolroom, and I will link that down below just in case you haven't. I don't have a lot of space for something like that. So this is a very mobile one, and I don't know if I can get it far enough away for you to see. But essentially, I have done a map of all of Africa, and then I just took our photocopier and photocopied some of the pictures to provide some interest. But my girls will be making flags and putting that on our big map, and that will be out and ready and available. And I'm just going to move it over here. And that is on the back of my easel because I'm an artist, and so that's where I do my stuff. And so it worked out perfectly. I've got the front for my art stuff, and the back is our, essentially what I'm doing for, and I put it in a place where it's killing my light. There we go. Okay, that's better. So I'm super pumped and excited about that. I think I might change it up the next unit study and actually laminate everything, because I'm already finding the pages are kind of curling as time goes on with the humidity in the house and stuff like that, but it is what it is. Now, for the most part, for extra units or extra unit things that we have around the house, specifically, and I'll just move you over, for our magazine rack or our books, I wanted to make sure that I had a bunch of different things. And so I do have a few, but we're going to, and I'm hoping and hoping and hoping that the libraries will be open for their interlibrary sharing and stuff like that. I'm really hoping for that because I have some book things that I'd like to get for that. But the things that I do have is this fan deck of Africa, and I got this on bookoutlet.ca. There's a .com, and you can get a whole bunch of different resources for a really decent price and earn points and all of that kind of stuff. I will link them down below as well. But it's just a fan deck and has lots of different facts and interesting things on it. But I love this because it was a beautiful thing, and I don't know if that, yeah, there we go. So I'm really excited about that. I went to our thrift store and found a little puzzle that I thought the kids would be interested in. I also got a travel guide. Now, what I really wanted from this was one of those big picture books that had lots of, like, you know, beautiful spreads of different pictures and stuff like that. This was not what I anticipated, but I'm still going to find ways to utilize it within our, you know, because it talks about driving, how long the distances are, but I'm still going to use this. And then I also got a sticker book for my son specifically, but it's got little activities and stuff like that that I think the girls will be interested in as well. And so I've got that. And then one specifically all for Darian is this Atlas of Worlds, because we're going to be doing a lot of different studies of the continents. And so this one is a sticker book And we will be doing these 2 pages as we go through, because for my son, doing the drawings and stuff like that with his dislike of holding a pencil is not something that is feasible. So this is how I have adapted it for my autistic son. And then I think like 2 pages down is the Southern Africa map. And so every time we talk about a different country, that is what he will be doing instead of the picture study. So then I have to give a huge shout out to somebody, I don't know her name, but on the Facebook Gather Round Homeschool site, this lovely lady shared about how she was binding her Gather Round books, and I thought it was brilliant. Now in Canada there's a store called Dollarama, and this is like a project, oh, and I'm mixing it up. This is a project a folder that has little page protectors, and there's about 30 of them. And so she had actually showed how you could put each lesson into one of these, and I have done that for all 3 of my kids. And it's just a brilliant way to have everything in a coil without buying the coils and, you know, the hole punchers and stuff like that. I found it was really, really pricey, really expensive to do that. And so this is a brilliant way. I spent $4, so $12 for 3 books for my kids. Dr. Pepper Pop. And so yeah, I'm really excited about that. And so each lesson is all by itself in its own thing. We can pull them out, and I plan to do a unit, excuse me, I keep wanting to call it a lesson. I do a unit in about 6 weeks, mainly because I want to have time for extras. The first thing we do is I like to include videos of different things. And so, or different lessons, like I want to do a lesson on Pangea, just because we're talking about Africa and the start of everything, and I want them to actually see how the continents kind of fit together, and the plate tectonics, and if you're a Christian and believe in the flood, how that affected the world and how it looks today. And we'll be doing that Monday through Thursday, and then instituting a Fun Friday, which is the 3rd part of the series that I'm going to chat about. So the other thing that I have particularly added, these are the appendix items, but one of the things that I have particularly added to our Gather Round Foundation is a book study or book report. So I am going to be assigning my girls a book to read, and then when we're getting to the end of our 6-week course, that is when their book report is due. And if you talk to my daughters, so this was the other thing about this that I was going to show you, is that it actually has this little pocket folder in the very back, and it's different than the page protectors. And so I've been able to put a whole bunch of different things in there. But I've also got bookmarks for the girls so that they can write down important items as they read their story. For Africa, I'm going to be doing assigning them the book of The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. There's a couple different versions of, so for my younger daughter, she'll have the younger version, and for my older daughter, she'll have the older version. And so what I've done to really excite them about doing a book report, because if you say book report, they're like, oh. I've done a few different things which I thought was kind of fun, and I will put these down below, but it's from somebody, a mom who made these up. But by the time they get through all of our units, they will have had a piece of pizza for each one of their books, and they will just color it in and write that. And then I have this one, which I thought was super cute. And again, same person, so I will link that down below as well. This will be very link heavy, but I just love the idea. And then I've got a simple regular book report as well. So I'm hoping that that will inspire and excite the girls as they do book reports for Mom. But I'm so excited about the things that I'm able to kind of add to and just fill in for the Africa unit and all of the fun things. Now, what I was saying earlier was, for each unit, I like to, I don't know, solidify it in their mind by showing them a video. And this has started when I was doing the oceans unit. I found videos on the specific animals that we were talking about. And for Africa, it's no different. It's just a little bit of a different thing, because I found videos about a gentleman who actually was born in that country, got polio, and moved to England, and he became a Special Olympian and all of that kind of stuff, and now he does travel shows for the BBC. And so I've got a whole bunch of links to that, but I just love how many different things I'm introducing my children to, not just the country, but to Special Olympics, the disability community, and they have a brother with disabilities. And so I'm loving all the different aspects of that show. So I will try and find a way to link the videos that I'm putting together, the book list that I have that I'm going to get from the library, hopefully. And we'll see how that goes. But that is part one of what we're doing Monday through Thursday. And the Gather Round foundation of our homeschool. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in what else I am adding to Gather Round, stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button and the little bell so that you don't miss it next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful, glorious day. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.